the health out there?
Everybody's healthy. Number one goal, what you want to get work done. You want to focus on a couple of things, rotation wise, or guys playing. But I know everybody feels that I answer this question the same way. Health is important. You got to be healthy to have a chance to compete or to win. But tonight gave everyone that opportunity to get their work in, and I thought everybody did a great job.
I'm sure there was no concern about Clay, missing some shots earlier in the preseason, but I assume it's also good to see him, get 3 in a row there, be able to kind of look at the crowd, hear the cheers. Just what was your view of him in that quarter, what it meant, even in a small way?
Yeah, I thought Clay's done great looks in and out. They haven't gone down, but that's the life of a shooter. He probably can speak better than I can, but he's going to keep shooting, and he made some. I think you can see his feet are settling. He's getting comfortable. I think yesterday was big for him to be able to play with Luka. He hasn't had that opportunity, and so again, he made 3 in a row. But that's we've seen that in that other jersey, so it's good to see it in our jersey. And so you can see he responded to the crowd. He's excited to be here. He wants to be here, and he's going to help us win.
Coach Kidd, when you're looking at Derek Lively, the Seconds game last year, primarily a rim roller, and tonight he brought out a couple post hooks and floaters. What did you think of that part of this game, and are those some shots that you want him taking this season?
Yeah, I thought he was great. He's been great, in practice and in the games. I thought his touch around the rim with the baby hooks are really, really nice with both left or right. That's something that he's worked extremely hard on. He's not rushing it. He's very comfortable, and then also we know that he's a willing passer, and so being able to do that. But to go to him in the post, I think that's something that we can look to, especially with the space that we'll have with guys on the perimeter, that he'll be able to take his time and play one-on-one, and he's delivered it so far, in the preseason. We believe going forward he can do that too.
What are some other things you saw out of the other young players like D. Will and
Yeah, I thought our E10s and 2-ways have been great for us all camp, and they probably have gotten to play a little bit more than expected because of injuries, and I think they've taken full advantage of that. And I thought Sharp, from where he started in the summer league to where he is today, is a massive jump, and give him credit. Also, I want to give my coaching staff credit for spending the time and putting in the time, both in the morning and night, with that young man. And he's great to work with, and he wants to work. He loves to be coached, but you can see the growth that he's had. And so you look at B. Will, being able to control, run the offense, and get everybody involved. You look at Jazz the same way, his growth from the summer to where he's at. Give him credit for putting in the time both morning and night, and the coaching staff that spent time with him. But E-Man, those guys competed, and that's what our culture is all about. And our job is to help those guys get better. They come to work every day. They don't complain. They did everything we've asked them to do, and so we hope they're with the legends as we go forward, and we're going to continue to work with them and try to develop them so that they can reach their goal, and that's to play in the NBA.
Coach, when you see Max play with confidence like he did today, how does it make you feel?
It's great. I think Omax, again, summer league to where he is today, it's you can see the confidence is growing. The work that he's put in, the control, especially in this last game, just being under control, and the game, I think, starting to slow down for him. And so he's not forcing things, but again, he's putting the time, both with the coaches and then also watching film. And he wants to get better, and that's the beauty of these young men. They all come into work, watch film, and we're asking them to do things on the floor, and they're delivering.
With a week to go to kind of fine tune some things, how do you feel about where you guys are overall and getting ready for the long marathon?
Yeah, well, I think you can ask me that on Wednesday. for 1 day, so we've had him a total of 2 days here of training camp. So I think to be able to get him tomorrow and with the guys and start to foster that chemistry and just getting to know each other. I think that's we got a week to do that, or less than a week to do that. We'll have Sunday off, but we're in a good seat. We're healthy. We're deep, and now we have to become a team. We're not the team from last year. We'll be a different team, and we'll be judged throughout. I know you guys will judge us each game, but it's to be judged hopefully in April, May, and June is Judgment Day. So hopefully we have that opportunity to get there.
I know Grimes wasn't able to put the ball in the basket, but he was able to go get 10 rebounds. And for him to do that at his size, I guess, what does that say about his ability to do?
Yeah, and I know the numbers here. I'm tired. I don't want to look, but he was plus 27, I think. Did he score?
1 point.
1 point. That's kind of almost impossible, but it also shows that he can do other things, and we need that. This is about sacrificing and being unselfish. Some nights it might not be your offensive night, so what else can I do? And I thought he did a great job. He got great looks early, and then I think he shifted to playmaking, and then also being able to help us on the defensive side of rebounding the ball. And as smalls in this league, you need guys like that, and we're happy to have him on our side. The other night he knocks him down. Tonight he didn't, but the guys that were on the floor were, and I think that's how he had the plus 27. But to score 1 point and have plus 27, that's pretty cool.
What's something about Grimes' game that maybe surprised you or you didn't notice being on the opposite end?
Well, I think if I recall, he was a starter on a team that won 47 games, and so we're asking him to come off the bench some nights he might start, and so he's just been a pro. He wants to be here. He's again another guy who comes to work. We like guys who like to come to work, and he's put in the time and he's doing everything we've asked him to do. And the next step is again to foster that relationship with Kai and Luka, because he's going to be on the floor with those guys. But I think his toughness, his ability to defend, and then he can knock down open shots as we see.
Over here, so you going to the season, you do have a lot of scores in comparison to last year. How are you able to keep everyone involved, especially in the preseason and moving forward into regular season?
Well, we're going to flatten the ball. We're going to cut pieces and hand them out to everybody on Wednesday, so everybody can't say they didn't get a chance to touch the ball. No, this is, we're playing for one thing, and that's to win. And so everyone has to put their eye to the side and think about we and us. And so that's what we have in that locker room, and we're excited about that group. But again, as we just talked about, it could be anybody's given night, and we got guys who were here just half the season can be able to tell the new guys, just be patient. You're gonna get wide open shots. You're gonna get a lot of touches. Even though Luka and Kai will have the ball, they're gonna score and they're gonna do what they do. But also, you're gonna be open. You're gonna be a big part of the team, and so it's good to have guys that are new that can share their experiences for the newcomers. And so I don't think we'll have a problem sharing the ball. I think the problem is just being patient because there's only 48 minutes in a game. And so, but that's why we're here, and we believe that everybody will get their minutes and shots.
Coach, when you were answering that question about Sharp earlier, you mentioned the legends. I was seeing, could you provide some clarity there? Is the
I'm not involved in the decision making. No. I just was thinking that if we don't make him a two-way, that he hopefully he is with the legends. But he's got a clear process, I think. But I'm not involved in those decisions. I'm just the coach that gets the cards, and the cards that I'm handed, I'm gonna play. So not to clarify anything. I didn't want you to get into your question. So
Yes, sir.
okay.
So Jazzy Borman's had a pretty good preseason. What can you say about his development as a player, what you've seen these past 4 weeks?
Yeah, he was terrible in summer league, and so I'm just telling you the truth. And so for what he's put in, the time that he's put in, he's worked extremely hard. It just shows that you don't, you can fail and fall. As long as you have a group that believes in you and you believe in yourself and you're going to do the work, good things will happen. And he's a case for that. He struggled this summer, but he did not stop working. He came back, and took full advantage of what we've asked them to do. And so hopefully there's good things for them to come going forward. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.